Can we start?
பண்ணுங்க சார்.
Okay.
நான் மியூட் பண்ணிக்கிறேன்.
Okay, right. A very good afternoon to all of you. I see people joining through YouTube. Some names: Prashant, Ajit, Santosh Kumar, Agathian, Marcelo, Nila, Shakti. Yeah, the numbers are increasing. Good afternoon. My name is Madhusudanan, and today I'm going to take a small knowledge sharing session on theory and practice of learning framework. So I am part of Ashok Leland, working for the past 25 years here, and I am taking care of the learning and development function. And today we are going to touch upon an important area, which is theory and practice of learning framework. A brief introduction about myself. My name is Madhusudanan, and I have done my BE Mechanical Engineering from NIT Allahabad. It was previously called as Regional Engineering College. Now it is NIT. Then Masters I did in Bitspilani in Engineering Management, and I worked in variety of roles in Ashok Leland, like manufacturing, sourcing. One minute. Hello.
Mr. Madhusudanan.
Yes.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Sudhakar President, IT Staffing Solutions, sir.
I'm in a meeting. I'll call you later. Sorry, I thought somebody called from Adhiyamaan. So I worked in various functions in Ashok Leland. Like I started in manufacturing, and then later I moved to sourcing. Briefly, I was part of marketing also. Then later moved on to working as an executive assistant to managing director at that point of time, and then moved to program management and project management. Was involved in a new engine development program that was based out of Europe, and for the past 5 years, working for HR. In HR, I'm taking care of learning and development, and in Hosur, we have a facility called as Management Development Center. Over joins from the college, they are first taken in MDC, Management Development Center, and we have a very robust campus to corporate program, which is being done. It is kind of an extended university, which we run in Ashok Leland. Once they go through that 1 year program, then they join the respective functions. So we do a company-wide, nationwide recruitment, and all the people undergo this 1 year training at Hosur Management Development Center, and I am primarily taking care of that, as well as other digital initiatives. I first of all, congratulations to each one of you for having got selected in Adhiyamaan. Wishing you a great learning as well as a very good future to each one of you in in the future in Adhiyamaan. And I think because of COVID and other pandemic, it is forcing us to have a lot of virtual sessions. I would like to have physical sessions, face-to-face sessions, but I think we have to live with the new normal, which is connecting through virtual mediums. And today also we had one of the biggest landfalls, which is the Niver cyclone. I hope everybody is safe uh, and in your locations. Stay safe. We are having a lot of challenges, but definitely we will come out of all these issues very shortly. I am getting a lot of side sounds. Can you please go on mute, please? Okay. To start my session, I would like to tell you a small story on learning. There were two individuals. Uh, the first individual's name is Ramu, and the second person's name is somebody's telling talk in Tamil. Huh? Okay. I will talk in simple English. Okay, don't worry, you will understand. So there were two people. One was Ramu, and the other person was Somu. Okay, both the people were being taken for a work in a company where the work was to cut trees. Ramu, as soon as he got the axe, he suddenly started cutting the tree, and the and he was very passionately cutting the tree, and he was putting his hard work, his effort, and without any break, he was cutting the trees. Whereas the other gentleman, Somu, as soon as he got the axe, he didn't start cutting. What he did was, can you give the answer? What Somu did? Can you give the answer? Rather than telling, hi sir, good afternoon, can you give the answer? Somebody, you can just give your options. What Somu did? Yes, Jiva. Very good. So sharpening the axe. It is a old story. Many people know this. So he started sharpening the axe for 1 hour, and then he started the activity after Ramu, and then he completed cutting the tree before Ramu. So good. Harsh Kumar Pandey, Vijay Lakshmi. Yes, you are right. So in this story, what does sharpening mean in our real life? Sharpening means we are sharpening your intellect, our sharpening our knowledge, sharpening our thoughts, sharpening our skills. And we always have that interest to learn new things. And the need of the hour is to upskill ourselves. Okay, this is one important word you all have to remember. What is upskill? Upskill means you need to develop new capabilities, new skills, so that we all have to be job ready. Yes, Gautam Murali, you are correct. Upskill means improving your skills. Okay, let us see how can we improve our skills both inside the college as well as during our free time. How can we improve our skills so that by the end of 4 years we are able to get a job easily. Uh, I would request people not to type hi, rather than I would like people to answer my questions. Bharat Kumar, don't put hi. Okay. So just answer my questions. Stop writing hi. So I would be touching upon this session on how do we improve our skills both inside the college as well as how do we develop our skills. Yes, correctly told by Sanjay. How do we develop so that we are job ready? Even when Ashok Leyland takes many fresh engineers, we see that they can't be put in the departments directly. We have to do lot of training for them. We have to provide lot of inputs. We have to develop their skills so that it uh, they are job ready and they are able to do productive job in their place. So we are going to touch upon upskilling, how to do upskilling, and learning how to learn. Okay, learning is a skill. Learning itself is a skill, and we are going to see how can we learn this skill through the story of Ramu and Sonu. Okay, I would like to. I'm I'm on this slide. What do these words mean to you? Education, training, and learning. I now invite uh, all the people who are listening to this lecture. What do you mean by education? Can you type using the chat window? What do you mean by education? Gaining knowledge. Okay, Shobha, Maithili, Roshan. Okay. In that case, I want to ask the next question. What is training? Somebody told Shivachandar, yes. Education is the weapon to change the world. I fully agree. Gain knowledge, something that is learned to improve ourselves, correct? Knowledge and discipline, wisdom, visualize the world. Very nice, Harsh. Improve the knowledge, learning about the society, not exactly. Acquire knowledge and discipline. Good. Okay. Exposure. Vishnu says practical exposure. Santosh Kumar says is the process of facilitating learning or the acquisition of knowledge, skills, values, beliefs, and habits. Hope you didn't Google it and put it. It is your own stuff. Santosh. Education means power. Sayed. Increase the presence of mind. Training is kind of experience we get. Okay. So, good. Thanks for your responses. Education is something like how you go through a very formal framework of gaining knowledge through an university or an institute where there is a curriculum, there is a framework, there is a semester system, and there is an assessment, and there is a certification, there is a degree, and then you come through that. Bharat Kumar, please refrain from typing something else apart from the session. Bharat, uh, so education is a very formal uh, framework, whereas in training is more of it can be on short intervals. Okay, and many times what happens is that uh, not just human beings can be trained, but even animals can be trained. Okay, so you train a dog to become very effective in detecting bombs. Okay, so basically what happens is that when you train a person, you train on skills. Okay, so knowledge is nothing but that is there in your brain, whereas skills is something which you can practically demonstrate. And uh, training is something where the trainer takes the lead and the uh, trainee's role is takes a low key. Whereas in learning, uh, the learner takes the center stage. The interest level generated by the learner is more. Okay, so training is like push based. Somebody is trying to push you. That is training, and whereas learning is out of your own interest. You are trying to learn new things. That's why in our company, 3 4 years before, our department was called as training and development. We renamed our department's name as learning and development, because what happens is it becomes the responsibility of the learner to pull his learning, and we have to personalize that learning. So it is very very important that we move from training to learning. And education is a overall framework or a established system where you go through a college or an university or an academic institution to to get trained or to learn. Okay, so just wanted you to uh, understand these differences. I think Bharat Kumar keeps on typing few things which is not required. Bharat, Sanjay, please restrict your comments only to the session, please. I'm going to the next slide, but there is a small uh, lag between my screen and the YouTube. Okay, so there is an interesting analysis. Somebody says Monster Monish says education and training is a type of course where people learn things which is inside the book, but learning is not like education. We need to learn ourselves. Correct. Monesh, it is also true that you also learn from your life, and many times education is something which you get it from a very formal medium. Okay. Chandru says learning is a skill for anyone. Okay. There was an interesting analysis which was done uh, about a company. In fact, you can Google it and see, will robots take my job? In fact, many of the companies, Arun says learning means acquiring new knowledge, behaviors, skills. Very good, Arun. Yes. Syed says yes. Very good. Training makes you achieve your goal. Very good. Santosh. Syed Samir. Very good. Okay. So we are moving ahead. We are going to the next slide. So there was an interesting study done by an organization where they wanted to assess, will robots take my job? In fact, there are many organizations where the routine, the regular activities are being automated. You understand? Okay, if if there is a clerk in finance department who is continuously processing the bill, there is a way to automate the process. Don't think that if mm, Pratyusha, yes, good. Learning is the thing which we grasp knowledge from our trainer. Good. So we are moving ahead. Uh, uh, so this analysis reveals that transactional, routine, regular jobs have been automated by machines. Okay. Don't think that if I say robot, there should be a physical robot. Not necessarily. I'm getting a lot of background noise. If you can just go on mute, please. The admin and organizers, admin and organizers. Okay. So when I say robot, it doesn't mean that it is just a physical robot. You can also do automation of process. You would have seen a lot of new technologies like artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, uh, natural language processing, machine learning, and uh, what happens is that the billing and posting clerks jobs have been replaced by artificial intelligence and robots. It will get Yes, I do agree, Vishnu, that robots don't have practical thinking abilities and can't adapt to multiple situations. Yes, I agree. But in simple situations where you can, you can, hello, I'm getting lot of background noise. Can you just go on mute, please? Hello, 1 minute. Who is giving this noise from background? Okay. So yes, complex jobs cannot be automated, but simple jobs can be automated. Vishnu, you are right. You can't automate all the processes, but if there are routine activities, they can be definitely automated. That's the reason in future you might not have billing and posting clerks jobs. If somebody wants to become a billing and posting clerk in the future, there is a very weak chance that one can become, because by the time you finish off your engineering education and come, those activities would be automated. So next is uh, sales engineers. Can I automate a sales engineer's job? It reveals that, as Mr. Vishnu told, there is a little chance of this occupation being replaced by robots because it involves practical thinking abilities, complex situations, and the possibility of automating a sales engineer's job would be very, very less. And hence, sales engineer's job cannot be automated, or possibility is very less, because you need to interact with the customer. Uh, you need to you need to you need to create that excitement in the 1 minute. Hello,
சார் கால் பண்ணீங்களா?
sir. அங்க அந்த Adhiyamaan, somebody is handling that. Who is the admin? Lot of sound is coming from that.
அந்த ரூம்ல ஒன்றும் இல்லையே.
No, somebody is there. Adhiyamaan College of Engineering. Somebody is handling that. Somebody is sitting in that Google Meet.
இல்ல சார், அந்த மெயின் ரூம்ல நான் சில பேர் நான் தான் வெளியே நின்று இருக்கேன்.
இல்ல இல்ல, there is lot of noise. You have to go on mute.
செக் சார்.
There is lot of noise coming from that other account, okay, which is giving me disturbance. Okay. So we have to learn those things which are complex, which are difficult to be automated by robots, and which will be which are not simple, so that our jobs stay safe. Even now, we find that there are opportunity for lot of jobs which are very futuristic on artificial intelligence and machine learning. But there are many jobs which are vanishing. Okay. Shruti says acquisition of knowledge or skills through study experience is learning. Okay, good. Shruti. We are we are proceeding to the next slide. So my summary, what I wanted to explain the team was, uh, there are jobs which are coming newly, there are jobs which are going away, and then we need to focus on skills which are relevant for our growth. Okay. So this was a picture taken 120 years before, and this was how a classroom used to look like. Vishnu says yes. Even robots need human support. Yes, they are called as cobots. There might be a situation in future where robot and human beings will work together. There might be a situation. Stop typing hello, hi, and then please focus on answering to my questions. So robots can't differentiate living and non-living. Not exactly. Robots can be programmed to differentiate which is living and non-living. If you take in the medical industry, there are a lot of robots which are being used for diagnosing, for operating, and it is being very successfully used. In fact, they are coexisting along with doctors. Yes, they have no emotions. Correct. Prutvika, yes, they have no emotions. That's why human beings can never be replaced with robots because we have emotional intelligence and we have the ability to understand. Okay, so Joe Lawrence, the question is not about which country. So, what is your understanding? This was taken 120 years before. What is your understanding about this picture? Vijay Rajesh says robots are 5 times positive and 10 times negative. I didn't understand what do you mean by that. Robots nowadays used to do operations too. Subhashni, yes. Robots don't have sense, but they are latest technology is robot. Okay. Don't say sense. As Prithvika told, they don't have emotions. Okay. That's why human beings can never be replaced. But definitely, you can't avoid robots coming and taking up jobs. Okay. Even during Corona times, uh, a robot is being used for as a nurse for giving medicines. But a robot can't replace a nurse because a nurse can do much more things. There are certain tasks which can be given to the robot and make the lives of the human beings easy. Okay, Lawrence says that explains the communication between teacher and students. Okay, good. Vishnu says teaching through classroom can never be changed. Correct. Vishnu, you are right. So 120 years before, there was a classroom and uh, Loganathan says yes. Classroom has moved online. Yes, I am taking this class from my uh, place and you are all listening from your places. Shobha says, is there a possibility of software engineering being replaced by robots? Sir, yes. Not just physical robots. There are artificial intelligence, machine learning, all these things are replacing software engineers' existing job. So, software engineers have to do the next activity. They have to develop artificial intelligence. They have to do the next strategic things. Okay, so there will be transactional things which will be taken away. Robots can't take any decision by itself. If you program the robots to take decisions, the robot, of course, can take decisions. Surya says everything will change, but classroom will be forever unchanged. Yes, we have been having classroom for so many years. Classroom infrastructure and discipline has changed. Yes, I agree. In the state of using robot, we lose our human power. No, not exactly. We can use our human power for doing better things. Sanjeev Kumar says live interaction is better than technology. I do agree. I don't like to do these online sessions. Definitely, uh, having a face-to-face discussion is always better. Possible by robots, by software engineers, by advanced technology. Yes, Gautam Murli. Vijay Rajesh, in Ashok Leyland, are you using robots? Yes, of course. There are very unsafe jobs which are like working in very hot areas or working uh, in in a very in a painting area where there are a lot of dust fumes. Okay, it is very difficult for uh, a human being to work continuously in those areas, Vijay Rajesh. Hence, we have used a painting robot. We have used it, and then we also use robot in other areas where we feel that a human being can make mistakes, and we have put repetitive tasks. We have put robots, but still we are a long way to go. Uh, Harsh says in this picture, this shows how time passes and we got a new faculty. Yes, time passed, but faculty is there, students are there, this interaction happens. So look at how this 120 years of classroom has changed rapidly after COVID pandemic. So the learning is happening outside the classroom, and I think we also have to learn this skill because it is all about learning. The reason why human race has survived so many millions of years because we have been continuously adapting ourselves to changing environment. We have been continuously changing ourselves. We have been continuously learning. That's why human race has been able to kind of dominate the overall animal kingdom. Okay. Yes, Vignesh, but robots are doing programmed functions. Yes, but there are many activities which can be which are programmable, and robots do those activities. Okay, which means that the scope for human beings to work on programmed functions, where it is programmed, structured areas, the role of human beings will slowly come down, and we need to focus on our learning in new areas. Okay, so the environment around us is a VUCA word. Anybody know what is VUCA? Today we had a big cyclone here. Okay, so the environment is VUCA. Anybody know what is VUCA? Sir, is it noon or ban creating robots as we have more population all over the world? It may destroy human survival, that destroying jobs. Varshini, uh, we have not reached that stage. Still, what we can do is we can use our human potential for doing strategic things, higher level things. So Vignesh says so that humans have chance to jobless. Yes. No, this is the reality. This is the reality that there will be multiple. There will be a lot of jobs which will be taken away by uh, these things because to reduce cost, to be efficient, to be quality conscious. Okay, so it is the overall transformation which is happening, and we all have to learn to do better things. It is not about doing the regular jobs, doing the higher level jobs. Yes, V for volatile, very good. Shakti Priya, you are right. Perfect answer, volatile. Lawrence says U for uncertainty. Yes, very correct. Lawrence, full marks to you. Harsh Pandey says destruction. No, not destruction. C for complexity and A for ambiguity. Good. Okay. Hope Lawrence, you are telling from your mind and not by Googling it. VUCA stands for volatile, uncertain. Okay. Lawrence has agreed that he is telling this from Google. Okay, no problem. Okay. Google Google is also a teacher who always constantly teaches us at any point of time. So we are living in a very volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world. So there is continuous change which is happening. Government legislations and norms are changing. Indian companies are going global. Customers' needs are changing. For example, after this lockdown, uh, We have started selling automobiles in through digital platforms like Amazon. So we have started selling, not in Amazon, but we have created our own platform for selling our products. Okay. Now a lot of two-wheelers, cars, trucks, all these automobiles are also being sold through digital platforms, digital apps, fulfillment platforms, and customer doesn't want to come physically and then he wants to see the features. So continuously the customers needs are changing, and there are new technological disruptions. Okay, you can't avoid. Okay, you can't stop the robot from coming, you can't stop artificial intelligence from coming, you can't stop machine learning, you can't stop blockchain technology. Okay, you can't stop all these new technological disruptions coming to us. These are bound to come, but it is digitalization has flourished. Yes, very good, Vishnu. I see Vishnu answering many questions. Very good, Vishnu. And Gautam Sindel says University Central Council on admission. Yes, there are a lot of changes which has come. So because these technological disruptions are bound to come, it is uh, it is not possible to stop these technological disruptions. It is not possible for us to stop digitalization. We have to embrace it. We have to accept the fact that these things are bound to come and we need to learn these things. Okay. What happens when digitalization is widespread throughout the world? Okay. One simple example I can tell Surya is that we are working towards paperless office. No paper in the office. We used to have a lot of papers, people signing. Okay. Paperless. Now everybody is talking about paperless office. No paper in the office. Okay. Now we are talking about remote working. Why do people have to go to an office? Why do students have to go to a college to learn? Okay. Can we stay in our homes and do the work? Okay. So digitalization has a lot of immense benefits. Okay. Why should I go to a mall to buy my T-shirt or a shoe? Okay. Can I order it through an Amazon or through a Flipkart? So I can reduce my traffic. Okay, so I can reduce my movement time. Okay, even the way our meteorological department has predicted how the cyclone Nivar will pass exactly between Kadalur and Mahabalipuram at this particular time. I think their prediction level has been very accurate, uh, and because of this reason, this has caused because of lot of digitalization and a lot of tools and techniques and advanced technologies which they have uh, uh, adapted in this. Uh, and because of this, we were able to evacuate people and we were able to save a lot of lives. Uh, in fact, in those days, when I was in college, தமிழ்ல சொல்லுவாங்க வானிலை அறிக்கையில மழை வரும்னு சொன்னாக்கா மழை வராது, தாராளமா வெளியில போலாம். மழை வராதுன்னு சொன்னாக்கா மழை வரும். That was the situation. But now we are in a situation where we are able to predict things in a better way. But we increase radiations. Yes, for any technology, uh, uh, there will be these byproducts which will come, radiations and other things are bound to come. So how do we reduce radiation? How do we still adapt to digitalization at the same time reduce radiations? Okay, just because cell phones are giving radiations, is anybody who is not using a cell phone? But can we ask the same question? Can we use cell phone, but can we develop cell phones with negligible radiation, which will not impact the human being? Yes, I think people are working on it. People will face negative impacts of technology too. Until then, growth of technology can't be stopped. Yes, Vishnu, very true. Because global warming and uh, sustainability of Mother Earth, all these things have to be considered. In fact, uh, uh, we should use technology to save the earth rather than use technology for creating negative impact. So I would say that there is a young boy like you. who has used technology for cleaning the ocean. So he found that there is a technology which can be adopted where there are tons and tons of plastic which is accumulated in the ocean, and he has developed a technology for cleaning the ocean by accumulating this plastic. So what I'm saying is that sustainable world which we can leave to our next generation is the key. Hence, we have to use technology for uh, leaving a better world for our future generations, and not use the technology to exploit and abuse the resources, and uh, uh, make an unlivable world to our later generations. Waste management. Loganathan says yes. Technology helps in utilizing your resources very judiciously. We can do waste management better. Okay. Is it not harmful to our environment? I didn't understand the question. Yes, technology is like a knife. You can you can use the knife to kill somebody. At the same time, you can also use the knife to do an operation to somebody and save the life. Okay. So technology is like a knife. It is up to us how to make use of the technology, whether to kill or to save a life. It is up to us. So, any thoughts at this point of time? I'm just moving to the next slide. Any doubts? Okay. So, as I told you, training as a word has been replaced. Thank you, Ashwin. Training is replaced by learning in many organizations. So training is push based. It is like I'm forcing you to gain knowledge is training, whereas learning means out of my own passion, out of my own interest, I am pulling the learning. So learning is better than training. That's why in our organization we have renamed our department as learning and uh, learning and development. Uh, Chandra CNS asks now it's we are have latest technology, but even though nature global effect, no one can stop. Uh, yes, Chandra, what I'm trying to say is that we have to use technology to reduce global warming. Okay. For example, I will give another example. In India, uh, electricity electricity is produced by burning the coal. I hope you understand. And how many of you don't want electricity? I don't want electricity. Electricity itself is a technology. Let me tell you. Each one of us has electricity. That is not a luxury anymore. It is a very basic necessity. But you know how electricity is produced? By burning coal, by burning lignite. Okay. It happens in Neyveli Lignite Corporation. But technology is, can I stop burning coal, and can I generate electricity by solar energy? That is technology. Technology means not just negative. Technology is converting the negative to positive. Can I generate electricity by using wind turbines? Nowadays wind turbines are being placed in the oceans. Okay. So electricity was once upon a while produced by burning coal. Now we all know, because what happens by burning coal? It causes the glaciers to melt, it causes the ocean level to increase, it increases the carbon dioxide level, and because of which uh, the overall temperature increases, and it gives a very bad impact to the earth. So technology, the right technology has to be used. So I'm using the word sustainable technology, a technology which is not harmful for earth, but it is helpful for human beings as well as to earth, mother earth. Okay. So Gautam Murli says, yes, solar windmills. Vijay Rajesh says, yes, correct. Now, Gautam Murli, technology reduce more time because first and all we use post office or send any message. Now we use WhatsApp, so technology reducing much more time. Correct. When I was in college, there was no WhatsApp, and my parents used to put a letter, and then the letter used to come 15 days later. I was staying 2,500 kilometers away. Now, are you not connected? Even though many of you might be away from your homes, are we not connected? So technology is connecting us. Okay. So technology has to be embraced in the right way so that it uh, helps the environment, helps the human beings, and helps Mother Earth. Okay. Electricity will cause development. Yes, correct. That's why electricity is a necessity. So nobody is debating that. But how do you produce electricity? By burning less carbon dioxide. That is technology. Technology meets our needs. Correct. Turbine. Okay. Electricity is very important. Proven there. Okay. Nobody dispute that electricity is not important. But somebody was talking about the negatives of technology. So technology is bound to be there. Okay. So half-life of knowledge is gradually reducing. What does it mean? Because of new technology, whatever you learned 3 years, 4 years before is of no use. For example, whatever I learned in my engineering days is helpful, but it is not sufficient for me to do my work. I have to continuously learn. That's what I say. Okay. That is called as the half-life of knowledge. What the learning is going to become obsolete. Obsolete means it is of no use after some time. Okay. Which means that continuously we have to learn. There are different. Somebody says without burning coal, we can produce electricity by wind energy. Correct. Prithvika, that's what I gave example of solar energy and wind energy. Correct. Technology, lazy the manpower. Yes, technology also lazy the it becomes man a lazy person, but it is not the mistake of technology. It is a mistake of man. Okay. Prithvika, it can reduce pollution. Yes, solar and wind energy can reduce pollution. Okay. Nowadays, we see a lot of obese people, many fat people. That is because of the reason that they have a two-wheeler, they have a car, they don't walk. Okay, but at the same time, there are a lot of uh, health apps which will track your heart rate, which will track your walking speed. The same technology gives you. In fact, for example, daily I do 7 to 8 kilometers of walking by wearing my Fitbit watch, and then it tracks my steps, my kilometers as well as my heartbeat. So I use technology for walking, and I don't blame the technology, and I sit in my sofa. It is a human beings thinking that technology is making him lazy. No, technology is there, but it is up to you to be lazy or wear your shoes and go out for the walk and do your work, or the next big thing. Okay. Inertness is the main cause of the development of technological evolution. Is it right, sir? What is your opinion? Okay, I didn't understand, Soundar, your question. So if I understand your question correctly, because of technology, people have become lazy. I think that's what you are trying to say. Technology has provided lot of opportunity. Like for example, in those days in kitchen, you used to have amical, artangal, used to have everything manual. But nowadays we have mixie, grinder, everything. Okay. So if you ask your mother or your sister, can I take away a mixie or a grinder from your place? They will say no. It will help you. Okay. For example, if you want to have food in 50, next to 15 minutes, they can make the chutney and give it to you. But if I have to, that will give me comfort. But that time I can utilize to do better things. Okay. I can do yoga. I can do exercise. I can do better things. Okay. So technology definitely has provided you comfort, but taking that comfort, we should not become lazy. That's the point. Technology increases, disease also increases. Yes, I agree. Sanjay says we can produce electricity by water, steam. Yes, by water, hydro electricity is there, very much there. Steam, steam. I think it would be a costly process, but using hydro electric projects are there, Meteor projects are there. Technology is both helpful, also harmful. Correct. I gave the example of knife. Okay, knife is sharp. Okay, using a knife, you can do killing as well as saving the life by doing an operation. Can produce electricity from seawater. Yes, that is called as using the waves, not sea water, but by using the velocity of the waves, you can produce electricity. Surya says has to be used in a useful and correct manner. Correct. We are the owner of our own life. To make our life more brightful, we must know to use technology in right way for a better and smart life. And technology is also a mode of knowledge. Correct, Lawrence. Well said. Okay. The reason why all of us are interacting, uh, many of you are sitting in many different places. The reason why we are interacting is because of technology, because somebody in Google made this Google Meet, and because of which we are interacting. Okay. So please understand this slide. This is a very important slide. Okay. If you if you acquire knowledge, the knowledge is not going to stay with you forever. Okay. The knowledge what we gain will also depreciate because of the VUCA world, very volatile, uncertain, and complex and ambiguous world. The tech, uh, the ground rules are getting changed, the environment is getting changed, and then we have to continuously learn. Okay, this is called as half life. This has been told by one Mr. Samuel Arbuthnot. So don't think that once you have completed your engineering education, the learning is over. Okay, the learning is not over. The learning is continuous, and continuous learning is what has kept us move forward. Any thoughts on half life? Kiran says yes, sir. Okay. Okay, let me move forward. At the same time, we also have limitation with respect to uh, uh, retaining things in our mind. For example, we have this 1 hour of interaction. Okay, I'm going very slow. I'm continuously asking you questions because whatever little I'm telling now, I want you to be retained in your mind. I don't want this interaction to be one way. If I do an one way interaction or a conversation, I can possibly cover more things, but I don't want to do that. What happens is that our brain has a limitation with respect to lose memory quickly. Okay. Subhashni says that's why it is more interesting, sir. Okay, good. So our brain has a limitation. So we we lose the memory what we have learned. For example, within 20 minutes, 58% of what we learned goes off. Within one hour, it is halfway gone. One day, only 33% is left, and after a week time, whatever we learned, only 25% of what we have learned remains in our mind. So it is very, very important that it is just like an exercise. We have to keep learning again and again. And many times, what happens is that if few things which are very close to our heart, if we learn, we will never forget. For example, uh, the movie which we watched, okay, which we liked, the hero or the heroine whom we liked, possibly that movie we will never forget because we liked it, we enjoyed it and saw it. Okay, so it also depends on our interest. So you should also start developing that interest in certain areas. You can't have interest in all areas, but definitely you can have You can show your interest on certain areas, and that interest and passion will help you to retain. So this forgetting curve was told by one Mr. Ebbinghaus. And Ebbinghaus says, unless and otherwise, you refresh your mind by revising, by talking about that, you will forget about what you have learned. So it is very, very important not just to learn, but to retain the learning by talking about it or doing the things or practicing it. Okay. Chandru says, yes, in this show, our lifetime is important. Correct. So if somebody says, I've learned and I've got nothing to learn, it means that uh, he his life is over. So we all learn till our last breath. Okay. There is something or the other we can learn uh, in our life. Without that learning, life will be very, very boring. Okay. I am 46 years of old age, and even at this point of time, I try and learn something, some aspects uh, which I can catch it. So it is very, very important. Half time of knowledge will decrease as people of the present generation forget what they did before instantly, as present generation kids learn fast but not efficiently. Correct, Vishnu. That is called as attention deficiency disorder syndrome. Many kids are having attention deficiency. Okay, because of there are many distractions for them. Okay, in olden days we used to go to the street and play. We never had mobile phones. We never had TVs. We used to go to the street and play. Nowadays, kids are all the time in mobile or in TV. Okay, and they learn fast, but at the same time, they don't have the patience to uh, sit and listen for more than 20 minutes. Okay, so that's the research shows. So it is called as, it is a disease again, attention deficiency hyperactivity. Many kids have this disorder. They can't sit in one place. Okay, and because of this environment, this attention deficiency is increasing. Okay, so another model, I'm explaining you all these models so that we don't bother what we have last, but we have bother what we are in future. Okay, Pratyusha, I agree. I read a news that an ECG feature present in Apple Watch has saved the life of an old man by detecting a heart problem. Yes, Mahima, Angelina, you are right. A 61-year-old person, there was a sudden change in the heart rate, and then he was given first aid and he was saved. So it means that technology has saved lives. So you can use the technology for saving lives also. Deficiency disorder, correct, Vishnu? Attention deficiency disorder. It is called as ADHD, attention deficiency hyperactivity disorder. Hyperactivity means action done in abundance. Okay, so uh, still not understood about the half life. Okay, so let me tell you what is half life knowledge. Okay, if you have taken 4 years to do BE mechanical and you have completed, which means that by 2024 you would have completed, and by 2030, after 6 years, whatever you learned in 2022 in your college will not be of any use because the technology would have changed. So which means the knowledge would be of no use. So which means the knowledge would have depreciated. And at that point of time, whatever is relevant at that point of time, you need to learn afresh because of the changing environment. That is called as half life of knowledge. The knowledge what you learn today will not be relevant for the future. Hence, we need to continuously learn. That is called as the half life of knowledge. So you take time to learn. At the same time, you can't say that, yes, I have climbed the Mount Everest. No, there is nothing called as Mount Everest, and there is nothing called as one achievement. time frame. Once you have got your BE degree, still you have to do lot of learning because the environment continuously changes, and whatever you have learned in the past will not be of full use because the environment would have changed, the technology would have changed. That's what I meant by half life. Hope Srinivasan, hope you understood this. Okay, so time is 3:05. Okay, uh, I will stop in this slide. So this is the last model I would like to explain. Okay, uh, life is like a smartphone. We want to update ourselves daily to sustain in this competitive environment and society. Yeah, Lawrence, correct. Uh, Kirkpatrick model. Okay, so this framework was created by one Donald Kirkpatrick. It is very relevant for budding engineers like you. Okay, so yes, knowledge is going to go away because it is. You can't say that I have I have reached on knowledge because knowledge is continuously changing. The goalpost is continuously moving. The target is continuously moving. At the same time, Ebbinghaus forgetting curve says that uh, the human brain lacks the capacity to retain 100% and it forgets. And then, unless and otherwise, you provide sufficient uh, training or sufficient review and sufficient practice, you will not be able to retain the learning. Kirkpatrick defined this model. Okay, Srinivasan, you understood. Happy. Kirkpatrick was a behavioral psychologist who developed a model called as the Kirkpatrick model. It consists of 4 levels. Okay, so he developed the learning into 4 levels. Okay, listen me very carefully. The first level is called as reaction. Okay, whatever I am telling, immediately you are giving a feedback. Yes, no, your point of view, your different thoughts, same thoughts, conflicting thoughts, contracting thoughts. That is reaction. Okay, somebody says the session is good, somebody says the session is not good. Okay, that is reaction. Whatever I'm telling, immediately you are giving a reaction by way of uh, your responses. If it is classroom, then possibly you could have interacted. Okay, so that is a reaction, first level. Okay, second level is after this session, if you just sit in a relaxing posture and then think through whatever I have learned few things through this session. That is the learning. Okay, I've got this session. Okay, possibly you can say that I've learned about half life. I've learned about forgetting curve. I've learned about the Kirkpatrick model. That is the learning. Okay, level 3 means I've got the learning, but am I using that learning to improve my life? Am I doing any change in my behavior? Everybody knows waking up early in the morning is good and doing exercise is good. Everybody knows that. But how many people are doing that? Everybody knows that smoking cigarette is bad. But how many people actually don't smoke and maintain that self-discipline? All of us know that alcohol drinking will damage our liver. Okay. But how many people have put in our behavior as a practice, as a discipline? Okay. All of us know overeating is a problem. But how many people are able to put that into practice? That is, I will only have limited food. Okay. Everybody knows studying well and scoring good marks in the examination is good for our future. But what stops us from doing that? Making those behavioral changes. So if you put those behavioral changes in you, many times during New Year, people take resolution. This year I will go to gym. Okay. After January month, only 50% will go. After March month, even that 50% also will not go. Okay. So How, if how what the ability to put that behavior in us, taking the learning. That is the third level. And by putting that behavior, the fourth level is the result. Okay. So in any learning, okay, it is not just important we react to the learning or we learn. Okay, many times we would have learned, but how much are we able to put it into our lives? That learning into our lives. Okay, many times we comment about others, but it is we don't look at the our own problems or mistakes. Many times we don't look at that. How many times you have take that learning and then put it into our own lives? That is the behavior, and what we got as results. Okay, result can be a healthy life. Result can be a topper in my class. Result can be getting my job. Result can be starting my own company. Result can be weight reduction. Result can be I'm building my house. Result can be I'm getting married. Result can be I'm buying a car. Result can be I am getting an award. All these things can be result. So always remember reaction. Go through learning programs. Okay. Keenly participate and give your reaction. Summarize your learning. Try and make little bit of changes in your life as a behavior, and that behavior will lead to results. Okay. Uh, Jiva is agreeing to me. So now I time is 3:15, 3:11, and I park here. I would like to stop here. Now there are 99 people who are part of this session. Okay. Tarun Kumar says your teaching way is good, and congrats Vishnu. Vishnu, your question and your answer are clear. Okay. So I want you people to all the people to give one learning what you had in this session. One learning. Level 2. What did you learn from this session? One learn. Please use the chat window and type. Okay. And with that we will conclude. I want all of you to uh, use the chat window and type your learning. Okay. Jayaprakash sir, Shobha says whatever we are learning, we should apply it in our physical life. Correct. Future prediction about technology, Sanjay. Very good. How to cope up with challenging world, Loganathan. Correct. The world will continuously move and evolve. Correct. And we need to cope up. What else? Under certain conditions, technology cannot overtake human emotions. Very true. Because of human emotions, robots can never replace humans.
Hello, sir.
Ma'am, முடிஞ்சது session. Okay.
Session முடிஞ்சிருச்சு.
Okay. Just I'm wrapping up in another 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Right. Thank you. I learned many new things about life oriented speech is really good. Thank you, sir. Good. Prepping yourself ahead of everything. Correct, Mahima. That's the key. Okay. COVID or newer cyclone, nothing should deter us. Okay. We have to march ahead. Holy Basil. However, our technology develops, we need to embrace them in good and need to travel in right path and make best use of them. Thank you, sir. Good. Navina Ponmalar, the process of learning is only 100% complete when we apply what we learned and get the results. Correct. That's the Kirkpatrick model. Srinivasan, hope of becoming engineer. Good. All the best, Srinivasan. You will become a great engineer. Navanita Krishnan, we have to ready for the change challenge of the world. Correct. Tarun Kumar, according to half-life, all things we can't able to keep on mind at a longer time. No, that is not half-life. That is forgetting curve. Half-life means the knowledge what you have gained can become useless after some point of time. Okay, Kirtana Venkatesh, ready for bright future with all new upcoming. I learned about technology's good side and I would allow Kirkpatrick model in my life. Good, Surya. Good, good. Okay. Try and put the learning into your life. Ruben Dev, I have learned about Kirkpatrick model and half life. Good. Infant Scally, we should sharpen our minds according to technology. Thank you for the great speech, sir. Thank you. Okay. Correct. Technology is like a very sharp knife. You need the sharp knife in your kitchen, in the operation theater. It should not be used by a terrorist. Gokul Monish, thank you for your nice speech, sir. Good. Rufus Romario, I learned and liked Kirkpatrick for my goals. Kirtana Venkateshan, good. Kirtana, try and put one learning in your life. Okay. Sanjay, thank you. Whatever we are learning, we want to practice to achieve goals for a result. That time is only we can shine in the world. Correct. Prithvika, what we have learned, we have to apply it and get a result. It may our behavior or practice. True. The session is too awesome, sir. The way the time left tells the way the session has reached us. Thank you. Thank you for Kirkpatrick model, which says good. Okay. Thanks a lot. Again, wishing the budding engineers of Adhiyamaan a very great future, a very happy learning, and enjoy this college life. This college life you will never get back in life, and I still rejoice my college life. So don't worry about the future. The next 4 years, be happy because if you are happy, you can learn better and also have great friends along with you. Not the friends who will pull you down and teach you bad habits, but have friends who will improve you and make you a better version of you. Okay. Thanks a lot. Thank you for your sir. I want please talk bit of Tamil. Okay. நன்றி சந்துரு. நான் நிறைய பேர் பார்த்தேன் இதுல வந்து ஹர்ஷ் பாண்டே ஹிந்திக்காரங்களா இருந்தாங்க அதனாலதான் நான் தமிழ்ல பேசல நான். ஓகே, வாழ்த்துக்கள். நான் கோயம்புத்தூர் தான் நானு. நான் வந்து தமிழ்ல பேச முடியும். பட் நான் தமிழ்ல பேசாததுக்கு காரணம் என்னன்னாக்கா சில நார்த் இந்தியன்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்காங்க இதுல குரூப்ல, அதனாலதான் நான் தமிழ்ல பேசல. தேங்க்யூ so much. தேங்க்யூ. ஓகே கைஸ், தேங்க்ஸ் a lot. We are now signing off. Thank you.